In today's episode, I'll be talking about purpose. Never take your purpose for granted. A life without purpose is an experiment, a dangerous one at that. I want to tell you something real. I've met people who were talented, driven, even disciplined, but still stuck. And this is because they were doing everything except what they were born to do. For years, I was that person too. I chased approval, I mimicked success, I followed trends, but I never followed purpose because I hadn't taken time to even define it. I thought purpose was for special people, world changers, great inventors. But I've learned something. Purpose isn't about being famous. It is about being faithful. You hear me right? Purpose is about being faithful. Faithful to the assignment you were created to complete. But you see, there's a problem, right? Too many of us live in an autopilot. Yes, autopilot life. We major in minor things. We trade our true assignment for applause. You see, there is a saying that, when purpose is unknown, abuse is inevitable. That is the abuse of time, abuse of energy, abuse of relationship, even self can be abused. Because we scroll endlessly, we say yes to what drains us, we settle for careers we hate just because of money, not because we are lazy, but because we lack clarity. And clarity is everything, guys. Clarity is important. We keep asking what's next when the better question is, why am I here? Do you know that you were created on purpose for a purpose? You were created on purpose for a purpose. You don't find purpose in comfort. You find it in calling. Purpose gives you focus when life is noisy. It gives you discipline when to quit seems easier. It gives you identity when the world tries to define you. But here's the twist. Purpose doesn't just appear. You pursue it. You listen, you reflect, you test, you grow into it. And you ask yourself certain questions like, what breaks my heart? What problem am I uniquely equipped to solve? What makes me feel, the most alive? Then you chase the answers like your life depends on it, because it actually does. I've heard Miles Morons, said several times that the weirdest place on earth is not the bank, it's the graveyard. Dreams are buried, you have books that are unwritten, visions unfulfilled, purpose never pursued. Don't add to that statistics. You weren't made to exist. You were made for impact. You were made to impact. And maybe you've been drifting, but today you can decide to be driven by purpose, not pressure, driven by calling, not comparison. I see a lot of people, they love to compare. And you can start where you are, write it down, say it aloud, share it with everyone that cares to listen. But most importantly, live it. Live it, because a life without purpose is an experiment. But your life was never meant to be a guess. It was meant to be a gift to your generation, a gift to your world. So don't take purpose for granted. Don't take purpose for granted. Never take purpose for granted. Now, let me offer you a solution that might be useful to you, a framework that might help you discover your purpose. Something that can help you solve, the dilemma of not knowing your purpose in the first place. Because how do you find your purpose when you feel completely lost? You don't wait for a lightning bolt. You build your way there step by step. Here is the 4-step process I use to rebuild my life from inside out. Step 1, the curiosity audit. Forget the question, what is my one big purpose? Start smaller. Start with curiosity. For 1 week, write down what sparked your interest. What do you click on? What is that thing that you talk about passionately? What makes you lose, track of time? What makes you angry because you wish it were better? This isn't about finding a passion, it's about gathering the raw data of your soul. For me, it was that story of resilience and simplifying complex ideas to help people grow. Thinking on how to make things better. I'm no surprise I work as a business analyst. I love to help people solve problems. I love to help, provide solution that makes people's life and work easier. That is how I started to discover my purpose. Step 2, the action experiment. Purpose isn't found by thinking, just thinking and thinking. It is clarified by doing. Doing is key. Action. Take your curiosity list and run a small experiment. For instance, if you love animals, volunteer one afternoon. If you're curious about tech, try a free coding class. See, the goal isn't to commit, it is to feel. You feel the thing. Then you ask, does this energize me or does it drain me? Guys, stop watching life happen. Start participating. You have to participate in this life. You have to be actively involved. Step 3, connect to contribution. Here's the turning point. When something energizes you, ask yourself, how can this serve others? Purpose isn't just what excites you. It is what impacts someone else. Maybe it is teaching or creating or solving problem. It can be anything. For me, for instance, it's helping businesses develop solutions that make their life and work easier. See, it can be difficult, but always fulfilling at the same time. So make sure that you are contributing and impacting someone else, not just yourself. Not just self. How do you impact and contribute others? How can you be, or how can your purpose be a blessing to others? Step 4, embrace the evolution. Purpose isn't a destination, it is a direction. Matabek calls it your North Star. It will shift as you grow, and that is not failure, that is maturity. See, let go of the pressure to find that one big forever. That one forever thing. Instead, commit to staying aligned to what matters right now. Purpose is a daily choice, not a final answer. The journey from life that looks good to one that feels good starts here. Know your purpose and chase it. Stop taking your need for purpose for granted. You don't need a crisis to wake up. You just need a choice. So I'm asking you, what is one thing you're curious about? Not passionate, no. I mean just curiosity. Let's start from being curious. Just curious. You see, when we talk about passion, that is taking it way too far. What is that one thing you're curious about? And what is one action you would take this week to explore it? Drop in the comment. Declare it. Own it. Let's walk this journey together. If this resonated with you, hit the subscribe button. We are building lives of meaning here, one intentional action at a time. Your purpose isn't a treasure you find. It's a home you build, brick by brick. Stop performing, start living, and never take your purpose for granted. God bless you. See you at the top.